What's up, guys, and welcome to Food Daze. This is my second video, and I'm just going to do a real simple and easy recipe, Pico De Gallo. It's short, sweet, easy to do. Everyone can do it, from a little kid to grown adult. Also, it's because I need to learn some editing better and, sound, stuff like that, lighting. So let's just hop right to it. Now, typically you want to use Roma tomatoes or plum tomatoes, as they're called in the supermarket, but mine in my supermarket didn't look too hot right now. It is summer, so a lot of them are like dulled in color. They were way too soft, and I just didn't like the appearance of them. So let's just stick with vine ripe tomatoes. I'll take that little pit out. Literally, you can just stick your thumb in there, turn it, and it comes right out. Okay, so we're going to be putting a dice on this, so we're going to be cubing it. I'm going to go here, cut it in half, so you see all the beautiful insides. Then, sort of like what you do with onions, you want to give it one little cut here and cut here. And then do the same thing where you chop it, boop, boop, and doop. And then you do the same thing, doop. You're going to continue this process for all of them. Next, we're going to add an onion. For the amount of tomatoes, is however much onion you preferably like, but I recommend, since this is a pretty big onion, I'm only going to use half. Set that part aside. Take the top off. I leave the root on because leaving the root on helps for crying to where you won't cry, because these little veins will release this little scent that gets in your eye ducts, and that's why everybody cries. Again, I'm going to leave the recipe and ingredients in the description, so feel free to have a look at that. I'm just kind of showing you what I like to do. Go ahead and give it the tried and true method of 3 cutting it, slicing it all the way down. And then we have the dice. You can make these as thick or as thin as you want. It's your preference. Well, by the power of editing, you see my bowl changed. I didn't compensate on how much I was going to make. Next, you're going to need a jalapeno. Now, this is 100% up to you what you want to do. If you want the seeds in or not, leaving the seeds in is going to make it hotter. Taking them out is going to make it a little bit not as spicy. Me personally, it doesn't matter. So give it about 2 cuts, so you kind of get these little strips. And if you want to get rid of the seeds, take this pit out and give them a nice dice. And last but not least is going to be some cilantro. Now, when it comes to cilantro, I wouldn't add a lot, but about that should be good. You want to come all the way down, about right here, and you just twist off these stems. Now, if you don't like the stems, you can remove the leaves all you want. Me personally, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference, but just give them a rough chop. And put it into your mix. At this point, you want to start giving it a good mix. And I would add just pepper to this. I wouldn't recommend adding salt because it's going to draw out a lot of the water in the tomatoes. But that's completely up to you. If you want to add the salt to it, go for it. By all means, it's yours. But this thing's already going to release. I didn't cut that big enough. I didn't cut that big enough. But me, typically, I wouldn't add the salt because most of the time this is going in something that's Mexican and it's going to be salty as it is. So I really want to get all the flavors that I can out of a Pico De Gallo. And this is actually sort of a salsa when you think about it. So you could use this just and have it with chips. And it'd be great. This would be like a mild to medium salsa. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go grab a chip. Try this out. Alright, let's see how this thing goes. Very fresh. It's almost sweet. But the jalapenos don't add too much to it. It just adds a little bit of heat. But the tomatoes and the onions together, they're just beautiful. Like I said, adding salt, that's 100% your preference. Me personally, I know I'm putting this on a couple other things, and I don't want it to be overbearingly salty, and I don't want the salt to like kill the taste of the palate. But other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll see you on the next Food Daze.